Hey everybody, it's Ashley Ray from Let's Talk LetsTalkRayStyle.com bringing you another video. Happy fall. I don't know where you guys are, but here in Michigan it's nice and chilly. So it's rainy too actually, but I like the rain. Um, Today I decided that today was the day that I talked about grief. So if you do not know, I can't even remember if I mentioned this in my last video or not. I probably didn't because I kind of didn't want to verbalize it at the time. I was kind of going through a hard time. But in mid-July, I found out that one of my friends, her name is Crystal Erwin, died or passed away suddenly. And when I say my friend, like I have a lot of friends. I don't use that term loosely. I don't think I have a lot of associates, a lot of people I know, but Crystal was my friend, like the friend that you talk to every day to figure out, like, am I tripping or is he tripping or is she tripping or, whatever the case may be. She was just someone that I talked to every single day, especially because she lives in California. She's from California and I'm here in Michigan. So, I was devastated, to say the least, when I found out. Like, I was trying to just, like, because I wasn't at home, I was going to a location, to a house to show someone, and I tried to just drive home, and I ended up being somewhere that was not home because my mind just wasn't right. Like, it was not processing the information. I couldn't think straight. So I ended up having to pull over or whatever and just have a whole meltdown of crying. Sorry guys, my iPad. One moment. Just gonna go ahead and put that on Do Not Disturb. So, yeah, I had like a meltdown. I was just crying like hysterically. So California, of course, was on lockdown. They stayed on lockdown for quite some time. I mean, we were on lockdown in Michigan as well, but not to the extent that California was. So they end up having a memorial for her the day of my birthday party. And if I hadn't already planned a birthday party, which was the following month, my party was on August 15th, I wouldn't have even had it because I was just not, my feelings were hurt, to say the least. And I say that to say, no matter how far I have come within this spiritual journey that I have been on for a little while, it does not make death any easier. Crystal and I talked so much about coronavirus and being afraid, and like she had a cousin that died of coronavirus that was young. She was like 33 and she had kids. And we were talking about that, like, that's so sad. This is crazy. I can't believe this is happening. And for her to pass away this year, when I'm literally having these conversations with her about death and, her children. Crystal was a very established person. She's a graduate of the prestigious Notre Dame. She played basketball for Notre Dame. She played basketball overseas, and not only that, but she was a behavioral therapist and a mom of two small boys. So it's so many layers to the hurt. But as I was stating, we talked about these things, and for this to happen to her, I was just like in complete devastation. And I know I don't have the mindset that it can't happen to me, but it's just like, this wasn't supposed to happen, And I had just really been struggling with that. So I was lighting candles for her. I was lighting the small white, they call them spell candles, so to speak. Candles for her, hoping and praying that, the ancestors are guiding her into her next chapter, because from my understanding, nothing on this earth has ever died or will die. It just transitions into a different form and in a different realm than what we are in. And I feel strongly about that. However, it still hurts that I'm not going to be able to talk to her again. So many things. I'm sorry, I'm choking up. So many things have happened this year, or just from the time that she passed, that I wanted to be like, oh, let me call Crystal. Like, I've done that a couple of times, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I can't call her. I can't talk to her. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to cry, but I am tearing up. Like I said, this is the first time that I felt like I could even talk about it. Anyhow, that happened in July, and we're now in September. And as I said, I was lighting candles for her, praying that she had a safe journey, a safe trip, transitioning, with the ancestors. So I really haven't been emotional about her death in a while. And I know it's only been 3 months, but I am an empath. I'm a sensitive person, so I feel things at a different level. And I was just trying to think about it. I know that grief is a strange thing, like one day you're fine, like I've been fine. And then I started talking about it just now and I start tearing up. So I know grief comes and goes, but part of the reason why I think I have been able to handle it so well is because I literally got to say everything that I wanted to say to my friend. Everything that you could think of that you want to tell somebody that you love and care about, I actually spoke those words to her before she passed away. So I say that to say I don't want to say live each day like it's your last day, but in a sense, we do. We have to talk to people that we love and care about and let them know that we love and care about them. Because I think it makes things easier. If you are a follower of my channel, you'll know that I lost a family friend in March of this year. And that was very difficult to me, or for me. And I don't feel like I got to say all the things. I know that I didn't. I didn't get to say all the things that I wanted to say to her before she passed away. And 2 years prior to this, I lost a friend in a car accident. So literally, I talked to him on Wednesday night. Thursday morning, my aunt calls me and tells me that he died. So this is a very sensitive topic for me. It's very important to show people that you love and care about them. And I know in today's world, communication, direct communication is not looked upon as a positive thing. Like, I'm a person, if I text you or call you and you don't respond, I'm going to automatically think that something is wrong because of the events that I have been through with not only friends, but at younger ages, family members that passed away suddenly or their life was taken from them suddenly. It's a different meaning for me. So, I want to know that you're okay, or I want you to know, like, hey, I'm just checking on you. Just wanted to let you know that I love you, or I hope all is well. Whatever the case may be, it's a very touchy topic for me. However, I'm gearing away from the point. Try to treat and speak to people in a way in which they know that you love them. Don't give people their flowers, and people say this all the time. Don't give me my flowers when I'm gone. Give me my flowers now. And I feel that more than ever. So if you love and care about someone, you should let them know that. You shouldn't wait until it's too late, or you all should have some type of understanding where they already know this information. They know exactly how you feel about them. But, your friends and your family, or family and friends, however you want to put it, are important. And sometimes we don't realize how important they are to us until it's too late. And I don't want that to happen to anyone. So I thought this would be a great video to make. So I don't have any regrets. I was able to tell Crystal that I loved her and that I thought she was amazing and that I was grateful for our friendship. So I feel at peace with that, even though I'm still not okay with the fact that, she's not here and that she has 2 young sons who just barely may remember, who she was as a person as they get older. And that alone is, saddening enough. With that being said, we also have to create boundaries that protect us, even when we're just trying to advocate for our friends and family. And what I mean is sometimes we become so invested in the well being of our friends and of our family members that when they're making decisions that are terrible for them, we express them. And then sometimes, if they don't take what we're saying into consideration or do what we think is best for them, it creates kind of like a fallout. And then that person feels pressured, like, oh, I don't have to do what you say do, even though it's the right thing and they know it's the right thing at the end of the day. But people are going to do whatever it is that they want to do. So we have to do our parts as far as stating whatever it is that we think is best for our family or friend and leave it at that. You leave it in their hands to decide what they want to do. And we can't be upset when they choose the opposite of what we say. We have to learn to just let it go. And I know that sounds harsh because in my mind, it's harsh because I'm just like, I have this thing like, listen, you can try to hurt my feelings or whatever it is that you want, but don't mess with my family or my friends. Don't hurt their feelings. And I think we all feel like that. But then sometimes that can be overbearing because you don't want to make your family or friend feel like you're trying to pressure them into doing whatever it is that you want them to do, even though, like I said, it may be best for them. Sometimes we have to let people go ahead and make the decisions that they're going to make for themselves and learn the lesson for themselves afterwards. So try not to be pushy on that end. And I posed a Facebook question the day before yesterday about, it's basically saying, what if today was your last day on earth? How would you act? What would you do? What would you want people to know? What would you think about that you maybe regret doing? And so with posing that same question, what would you do if you knew today was your last day on earth? We basically have to live as such because we don't know when our time is. We don't know when our time is up. And we always think that we have enough time. But it's been proven time and time again that, there really is no such thing as time. Tomorrow, what we consider time can be gone. So don't be too invested. Let things go when it comes to, giving advice and helping family and friends make decisions. And be the best person that you can be every single day that you wake up on this side of the realm. Because you have something to do, you have a purpose, and you have people who love and care about you. So show them, express those things. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Live your life. All right? So that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys for listening. You can find my blog and my Instagram in the bottom of the description. Thank you so much for joining. Smooches.